When things feel a bit chaotic, Instacart helps deliver milk and sausage. Add a little life to your cart. Get stuff from literally all your stores, from baby wipes to albacore. Add a little life to your cart. Instacart helps get your groceries. Your first 3 deliveries are free.
Download Instacart. Add life to cart. Terms apply.
It's been hard 3 years, not knowing if she's out there and just hoping that she will come back home.
And then I said, well, just tell me what happened. And then she's like, you know me, Ma, I got mad. She goes, I got mad, and they put me in a box. And that's when I just told her, I said, I saw Jamie.
The Forgotten, a True Crime Arizona podcast.
Yeah, we'll go truck stops. I run out flyers, pass them out. I go out to border Mexico, along there in Tucson, and some truck drivers, they would say, give me a whole bunch, I'll post it on the way to Texas. Then I'll go all the way up to Gallup and New Mexico.
Days-long drives up and down the highways. Hours spent parked at gas stations, convenience stores, watching trucks drive in and out.
Sometimes I eat lunch and dinner there at QT's parking lot.
Looking for her?
Yeah.
It's not the life James Yazzie expected to be living in 2019. It was lonely, and the reason why made it so painful. He was desperate to find his daughter, Jamie Yazzie, all while his body was shutting down, becoming weaker by the day.
I did the search out there with my cane, but it was too rough for me. So I ended up just getting stuff like water and stuff like that, snacks. I couldn't get up. I couldn't move.
But when somebody just vanishes into thin air, it's hard to know where to even begin to find them. Quickly, it became a love-hate relationship with time.
It's been hard 3 years, I guess. Not knowing if she's out there and just hoping that she will come back home.
It was the beginning of July 2019. Jamie Yazzie, a mom to 3 young boys, was living in Pinon, Arizona, and working as a nursing assistant at a pediatric health center on the Navajo Nation.
She loved her job. She loved the kids. She loved the elders. She was just a really good people person.
Jamie was particularly close with her aunt, Marilyn James, and her little sister, Elena Denny. Elena wanted to follow in Jamie's footsteps.
And I'm a medical assistant, so she's the one that paid for my schooling.
Both Marilyn and Elena talked to Jamie all the time. Family was everything. So Marilyn was pretty excited to see her niece that day.
I texted her and I asked her to meet me because I wanted to go to this concert that we were invited to.
The message, sent with some excitable sass.
Hey woman, get ready. We're going to this concert.
Marilyn was pumped. She hit the road on her way to Jamie. A little while later, she checked her phone.
There, I waited about an hour and I was waiting for her to text me back. Nothing, no response.
That wasn't like her. Maybe she was just busy at work. But Elena was in the same boat. She also didn't get a text back. She called the pediatric center. Jamie hadn't shown up for her shift.
Maybe she just missed work. Maybe she just misplaced her phone.
Trying to stay positive, Elena racked her brain. The 3 of them had just talked a couple days ago, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
The last phone call was the night that she supposedly went missing. I could remember her last words of, "I'll call you gals later."
It's a call that never came. Jamie's life, like anyone's, had its ups and downs. She was divorced, but wanted to share her life with somebody. That's when she met Trey James.
The last conversation I had with her, I know she was telling me how much of a good person he is to her and how he took care of her.
Trey was that passionate love Jamie was looking for. He was new to her, but not necessarily new to her family.
Did you meet Trey?
Trey's the same age as me. We went to school from elementary all the way to basically high school, so I've known of him.
Last anyone knew, Jamie had been at Trey James's house the last night anybody had seen or talked to her.
Maybe her and Trey got into a fight or an argument, or she's just taking a break somewhere.
I was hoping that she was still maybe with her friends.
But Pinon is a tiny town. At the time, less than 1,000 people lived there. So everybody knew everybody. And rumors started to spread.
I know everybody else was saying that he did shoot her.
That was alarming. As soon as Jamie's family heard that, they wasted no time launching an all-out search.
Well, what are we doing just sitting here? Let's go look for her. I told my daughter, let's go drive around town. So my oldest came with me. We drove through Pinon. We went to my sister's house. We did searches on our own, family members, friends.
Eventually, both police and the Yazzie family learned by the time they all started searching, Jamie had actually been missing longer than they realized.
We went back to my mom's house. We waited. My sister came home. And that's when I found out that she was missing. And it was over a week.
The last anyone had seen her alive was at the end of June. It was now July 5th.
Look in every vehicle and see if anybody looks like her, let me know so we can turn it around and follow them or, see if that's her.
Jamie's family was proactive in coordinating searches, but they just couldn't get the traction outside of family and friends they wanted and needed. It was frustrating for her dad.
If it happened out here, you guys have a television station every town and law enforcement every town. That would have been easier. And the news would travel fast and the guy's picture would be on the news. Out there, nothing. You'd be lucky to have a smoke signal.
Because James was sick, his relationship with Jamie actually became stronger, to the point where she was just months away from moving to Phoenix to help take care of him.
She called me every other day, said, "How you feeling, how you doing? And I'll move closer to you so I can keep an eye on you and stuff like that and transfer down here." So that was the plan. She was going to transfer down here.
James had been in and out of the hospital, and as the searches for his daughter went on, one hospital trip was particularly heartbreaking, with the nurse assigned to him.
The thing was, when I ended up in the hospital, that one gal that was from Pinon, she was actually a replacement for Jamie. She told me that so I took your daughter's place because she didn't show up.
Those searches turned from days to months to years.
Like every day, I just waiting to hear that Jamie's back. It's been a hard 3 years, I guess, not knowing if she's out there and just hoping that she will come back home.
It felt like time stood still. Nothing was happening. There were just no breaks in the case. Just when everyone's hope was starting to fade, Marilyn found the unthinkable, and the details are still so vivid in her mind. It was October 2021.
A little past the Hopi line on the Hopi reservation.
Marilyn is standing there in the cold desert. It felt different than she was used to.
Me breathing in the thick air, and then it's so cold outside, and there was a moon out, and I fell to the ground, and I picked up the sand. I thought it was sand. It was snow. It was melting through my fingers. The sun is out. It's reflecting off the snow. That's why everything's just blue.
All of a sudden, a woman appeared from behind a rock. Marilyn blinked, trying to figure out if what she was seeing was real. It was Jamie.
She came out, and I was like, "Where were you, woman?" I went to hug her, and she was a bit taller than me. So when I looked at her, she had sand in her eyelashes, sand in her hair. When I looked at her clothes, it was like dried mud on her clothes. And then I said, "Tell me where you're at." And then here she said, "I'm okay, Ma," because she used to call me Ma. So I told her, "Tell me what happened. Tell me everything," I told her. And she kept looking into this. It was like a hut or behind the rocks or into a rock. It was like a rock formation. That's where she came out from. She kept looking that way. And I told her, "Is there anybody in there with you?" And she goes, "No, but I have to go back soon." And then I said, "Well, just tell me what happened." And then she's like, "You know me, Ma, I got mad." She goes, "I got mad, and they put me in a box."
Who got mad? Who put her in a box? Marilyn was overwhelmed, confused, and emotional. Jamie walked up closer.
She said, "I love you, Ma." And, but I could hear it so close to my ear. And that's when I woke up from that dream. That dream was just so real.
Marilyn shot out of bed and immediately woke up her daughter and told her everything.
And that's when I just told her, I said, "I saw Jamie."
There was something about that dream that Marilyn couldn't shake in the coming weeks. It wasn't just that she saw Jamie, but so many parts about the dream felt weirdly real. Marilyn decided to drive out to the area in her dream on the Hopi reservation. It was November 29th. Suddenly, it all made sense why she was being pulled there. It was fate.
I kind of had a feeling like I knew which right road to take, so I took that road with my friends and my sisters. And we found her wallet. It was empty, but we found her wallet.
Coming up on episode 4 of The Forgotten.
The main things you could hear was, "He's a monster. Don't let him out." I have scars still all over my body from what he's done to me.
On July 12, 2019, investigators searched the Blue House and found floor tile with a red-colored substance that appeared to be blood.
Is there a backlog at Quantico with evidence?
I would assume so.
It made me so mad. I was like, I knew it, I knew it. I didn't say in those words, I kind of cursed. It's like, I knew it.
True Crime Arizona, the podcast, is hosted by me, Brianna Whitney, and produced by Sergio Hernandez. It's a production of Arizona's Family, 3TV, CBS 5, and azfamily.com in Phoenix, Arizona.
This is True Crime Arizona, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.